So okay. So just like we did to get total revenue yesterday, I said you can calculate the total sales, total revenue on sales, on small sales or small orders, and total revenue on medium orders, and total revenue on large orders. Just like we did this, you can also do the same thing here. Let's create another measure. The measure we used calculate yesterday. We used calculate, let's say revenue from small orders equals to. So we use calculate. So this time around, our expression is no longer total order. Our expression is now total revenue. That is where I'm going. Because this analysis was based on total order. That was the reason why we changed it from total order to total order details. Because what we want to analyze is not the same with the information we want to use to analyze it. So in this case, we want to use total revenue based on small order. It's going to be total revenue now. Total revenue. That will be our expression, comma. So we have small order. That is where sizes equals to small. Sizes. We have two sizes. The one we want to use is the one in other details, where this equals to small. Then you click OK. So let's do this. Let's use our card to view it. That is total revenue from sales. Sorry. Where is it? Revenue from small sales. So we can format this the way we like it. Okay. So that means about 786,000 out of $817,000 or whatever is actually from a small sales. So you can use the same formula to get medium and the large sales. So like we did yesterday, we used the formula here. So let's move on. And where is the okay? I open whatever yesterday. Let's okay, let's do a bit of formatting on this. Let's format this. You remember we formatted it. You select the visual, then you click on this format. Under format, there are two formatting tools there. We have visual, we have general. The visual, the colored value, that is the value here. So you can format it. You can reduce the value, the font. You can bolding it. You can put it in italics, anyone you like. So let's put it in bold. Let's bolding it and remove this. And let's make it the blue. Or let's make it this something like this. We should maintain the same blue. Let's maintain the same blue that we are using. And display unit is auto. I think it's okay like this, but we can reduce the we can reduce it. So we leave it in 0.86 or 1 decimal place. Let's make it 1 decimal place. Please hold on. Hello, Mr. Vale. Hello? Okay. Yes, sir.
Hello, Abu. Are you still there?
Sorry, Ogomutu, I'm muted. I'm sorry.
Mm.
So let's insert. So what I've done is that I use this one to format this, and I put everything in center. I centralize this header. I centralize it. That was what I did earlier. So I want to insert a shape here. Let me insert this shape. This shape. So this shape that I inserted now, we can also when the moment I click on the shape, you can see that we have option to format it also. The format option is there. So you can also format the shape. The rounded angle here, if you want it, these are the type of angles that we have. The type of shape that we have there. But we have selected the rounded angle. We can reduce the sharpness of the angle and you can increase it. Those are the things you can do with it. Also, the rotation too. The text, leave the rotation. The style, don't need this. Okay. The fill currently is filled. So if you don't want to be filled, it's filled with blue. If you don't want to be filled, you can remove the fill or you make it white. If you don't want fill, you can just off it so that you can see the background. But if you want to make it white, you can also make it white, or you can make it any color that you like. So let's leave it like this. Um okay, let's leave it white. Let's make it white. I want to show you something here. Okay, let's bring in this line. This is it. This one. Control C, Control V. I duplicate it. I use Control C to copy it and Control V to paste it. I want to rotate this one. How do you rotate itself? Rotation, okay. Let's rotate it and make it 90. Shape. This should be 90-degree, right? I want to rotate it so that we can use it. I want to use to cross this place to make it like a cross. Is it- 180 should be, I think 180 should be straight now. 90, I think it should be 90. That'll be straight, but okay, let's make it 180.
180. Angle on a straight line is 180.
But from slant to straight should be 90 ordinarily. Mathematically it should be 90. Abi, the journey from here to this place should be 90. But if it's taking 180, no problem. Okay. Okay. I think it's because of I think it's because of the first one that I've done. Uh-huh. I get it, right? It should be 90 from here to this place. Uh-huh. To put lossy straight line. That's when we will have this thing. So sometimes if you do your presentation, let's say you have something, you want to show some other things, you want to show them one by one, we can do something like this. Am
Okay.
So, you can also place okay, let me use we have total revenue already. Let's bring the small sales and the small order here. Okay. So, it has gone to the back. So what you do is you click on this, you go to format, and you send this one to back. So when you send it to back, I might get what's what you. Sorry, I'm in.
Ben, mo mú kíní gbóná ni.
Ah,
Mo mú
okay,
tí gbóná.
so say kata ne yen happy.
No. Mo mú tí gbóná ni.
Oda fara.
Kò tí pẹ́ tí mo wọlé so inú ilé dẹ̀ tutù.
Yeah, okay. Ọlọ́run ṣàánú wa.
Àmì àlọ́.
Wẹ́dà tuntun nìyẹn. Ilé onílù. Ọlọ́run àjẹ́ kó bá wa lára mu. Inshallah.
Àmì àlọ́. Àmì àlọ́.
Akérò kò délé. Okay,
Àmì.
so something like this. Sometimes when you are doing analysis, you may have a need to show something side by side. Let's say this is the order. You can reduce when you have something like this. You can also reduce it, and you can increase this. Format center back. Okay, so we can increase this. Let's increase this. So, like, okay, this is sales. Let me bring order. Let me bring the order. But it's total small order. Okay, I think it's there. So you can have something like this, and medium order. Then you can have something like this. Okay. So let me reduce this. Abby, I think it's okay like this. Let me format this and use it on this. So this is a total medium order. That is the heading for this one. Total orders. So percentage of small order, percentage of medium order. So we can leave it like this. And if we like, we can also format it. Now, so let's remove this one. This one has no significant effect. The large order is very small. That's no effect. So, hmm, don't they sleep? About what the revenue, total order, and the revenue from this order. So now let's do one more thing.
Now we put the revenue from smalls.
Yeah, I
And
just I did the kind of comparison here. I created a shape here so that we can view this thing side by side, the four of them.
okay,
Yeah, that's what I wanted. That's what I want to demonstrate here. That is possible.
okay,
It is possible you can do something like this. Also, you can also do something like this when you are doing your analysis. Sorry, Control Z. Let me bring in that one back. The one I deleted now. Where is it? I want to show something also. Okay. Okay. This. Sometimes you may have a reasons to do. Let's say this is if you want to do, if you don't want to present like this, you can also do something like this. You have your order like this, and you want to show the percentage or whatever. You can just bring it and put it somewhere here. Because now, so in that case, that means you have to realign this and align it to a side. Then you put, let me do something like this. You align this one, the headers. You can align the headers to one side so that you have more space. Some other things. So sometimes instead of presenting like this, you can also do something like this. This one will go to back. Let's see, this is 3% before. So you can also do something like this, so that as you are looking at the figure, you'll be seeing the percentage side by side. Where is it? Total medium. Format it as percentage. So something like this. I think I formatted it. This is it. Okay, sorry, I'm doing the large order. Instead of large order, I was clicking on the wrong one. Sorry, give me the percentage here. But yes to come, you can reduce this. And reduce this one. That's 30%, 3.00. So, oh, it's not even percentage. So that is, you can also present something like this. Instead of doing like this, you can do something like this, and you can also do something like this. So you just place it side by side for viewers, for easy reading. So okay, so let me open the analysis so that we can do one or two analysis. The next time when we meet, we'll just rearrange everything. Let me open the, where is the,
Bí time wo lẹ máa ráyè lọ́la? Still this time tomorrow, right?
tomorrow, I think,
But ọ̀la Friday o. Ọ̀la is Friday.
Monday. Monday.
Okay.
Mm.
I will have enough time to do all those my outstanding assignment.
Okay, good. So, okay, I'm moving open. So the Peter plays challenge.
I'm signing with my laptop now. I don't know whether you are seeing
I've seen it. I think I've accepted it.
Okay, that means it's coming.
It's already here. Yeah.
Okay.
So the next question here, on that end here, how many pizzas are we making during the peak period? Okay, what are our best and worst selling pizzas? Let's do that one first. Our best and worst selling pizzas. We will be selling pizzas. So let's analyze our pizzas. We'll be talking about time. This time I want to talk about the pizza itself. Let's use so this one we can rearrange them, you can group them anyhow. As you are working, you can rearrange them when you are doing the final whatever. Okay, so we want to analyze the pizza itself. What's selling? What do you want us to use? Do you want us to use the order or revenue? The question is, what are our best and worst selling pizzas? You know, we can analyze them based on the number of orders, and we can analyze it based on the revenue. So which one do you want us to use out of the two?
I could want us to use I would prefer we use revenue.
Revenue, good.
But if we use number of orders.
Yeah, nothing will happen. We still get what we want. Because we want to know which pizza is selling more. So those are the areas where discretion comes in. You can analyze it based on the revenue, and you can even use you can even analyze it. Okay, let's do two things. Let's first analyze based on revenue, then we use matrix to compare the order and the revenue from there.
Okay.
Yeah. But this one is too big. Really, they are too big. So there are things that we can when you are doing your own, you have to reduce the sizes. You get it? The fact that is small here doesn't mean that it will be small when we are visualizing it. Yeah. Okay, so we reduce the font, you do the size and other things. So I use this one as an example. You can take the percentage of this whatever and put it here. So okay, so I'm deleting it. I just use that example. Is another way of presenting percentage and compare with the real value. Okay, so let's first use this. This when we are working with large numbers, it's always good to use bar chart, because is bar chart or column chart, they work with long lists. When you are working with trends, you use line chart, and when you are working with small amount of data, maybe like 3 or 4, and you want to compare the percentage, you can use pie chart that time. When you're working with something that has to do with region, you can use map. Let's see whether we are going to use map. Is there any map? Is there anything that has to do with map there in our table? We'll check later. Okay, let's try this one first and see. We want to analyze revenue by the pizzas themselves. Total revenue. What is the total revenue? Total revenue by pizzas itself. That details, order ID, pizza ID. Okay. If you pick pizza ID, we'll see them. Okay. I think pizza ID will work also. So you can see each pizza here. Let's see which one is selling more. Let's format this pizza so that we can see it very well. I'm clicking on this visual. This is y-axis. So I want to format the y-axis first. I can increase this. Increase it. You can see that it's increasing and you can bolden it. So this is Thai chicken server. So this is selling more. We have more order, more revenue from this, 39 million out of 817 million. Abi, total revenue is what's total revenue? 817,000. 817,000. Okay. So we have how much from here? This 27,000 from this pizza alone. So we have followed by this 5 cheese. So that is pizza ID. I think the pizza has names instead of the ID. I think they have names. Let me see. Where do we have the name? Pizza ID, pizza name. Oh, there's no name. We only have pizza ID. Okay. Pizza type. Okay. Pizza does not have name, but the pizza type has name. Under the pizzas. Pizza does not have name, but pizza type has name. So um uh, I think should we let me see the question again. What are the best and worst?
Read the question again. I
What are
think we want to
what
know the worst
the selling
performance, right?
pizzas? Yeah.
The worst
The
sales.
yeah, the best selling pizzas and the worst selling pizzas. I think the best selling pizzas if you go by pizzas, so these are the pizzas. Thai chicken, followed by the 5 cheese, and this and this and this. These are the best selling. If you want to go by the pizza type, then we can go by this. I think this one has name. What is the name? Where is the name, self? Where is the name? Yeah. Pizza type. I think is under name. There is a column for name. There's a column for names. So we want to see that means we want to see the exact type, which type is giving us the best sales. Apart from the pizza, we can use the best name. What is this now? Which app is this? Okay. Name. So we can use the name instead. Go back to this place. Remove this and bring in this. The y-axis. So here we can see the full name. Y-axis, let's format it. We are still on that y-axis. Let's off the title. This title, call name. This is the title here. I want to off it so that we can have more space there. Okay. Now, the sizes is a bit long. The name are a bit long. So the Thai chicken. So from this, we can see the best selling. Now, for easy presentation, what we are going to do now is we are going to filter it and show the top 10 only because we have so many pizzas here. You can see we have so many pizzas here. So we want to, since we are interested in knowing the best selling pizza, so we are going to select the first 10, the top 10. How do we do that? We go to filter, under filter here. Okay, sorry. We go to filter. Now, there are three types of filters. There is filter on this visual. Anything you do under this place will affect just this visual only. Anything we do here, filter on this page, anything you do under this place will affect all the visuals on this page. And if you do something, filter on all pages, anything you do here will affect all the pages. So let's stay here first. Now, total revenue, we click on this and we want to analyze it. Okay. Let's use this. On the name, we want to filter this name. So these are the filtering. We can select any of them. We want to see this, want to see this. But what we want to do is it's not basic filtering. We are not interested in a particular, pizza. What we want is the top 10. So we go for advanced filtering or top N. So when you click on top N, it will show this, either top or bottom. The top will show the best 10, the bottom will show the worst 10. So since we are looking for the top 10, and we have, you can say the top 10 or 5 or anything you want. So next thing is show the top 10 item based on what? Based on the total revenue from them. Based on total revenue. So
Revenue from
yeah, I want to bring total revenue here into this box. Then you click apply now. So now what we have now is just the 10, the top 10 pizza, or the top 10 pizza type. Let's increase the name. I want to see the name very well. Go back to format and the y-axis. I think our problem is with the y-axis. So name, y-axis, value. Okay. I will reduce it. It will not be able to read it. Let me expand it and see. If you expand it, okay. Then if you expand it, you can see very well. So these are the best 10. So if you want to see the revenue from them, you can see that if you over around them, we'll see it. But if you want to see it, we just go and on our label. So data label, let's on it. So you can see the revenue from each of them. And if you want to format the label, we can also format the label too. You can format the label and see how they're going to look like. The option, the position too, the value. Okay, let's broaden it. 43K. You can change the color. You can do anything. How they look alike. If you don't want it, in auto, you can change it to none. So you can see the exact figure. This 43,000, this 42,000, 41,000, 38,000. So these are the first thing, but I think it's better we put it in auto. And we can just make it like one decimal place. Okay, good. So let's back to our report. This is what I use to expand it. Focus mode. So we can back to our report now. So we have that. So we can do the same thing for the worst 10 too. What we do is we create the same thing, but instead of top 10, we select the bottom 10. You get it now? So I said I want us to use matrix also for the same visual. Let's go to sheet 2 so that we can see it very well. Let's do it on sheet 2. I'm selecting this matrix. Then I bring it total revenue. No, let me bring the pizza name first. Let me bring the pizza ID. Good. On the row. And I want to bring name again to the row also. No, I want to see something. I want to see how I want to see how it's going to look like. Okay, so that when we expand it, you can see the type under each of them. Each one that still has some types under them. So I use pizza ID, and if you don't want it, you can just remove this, and it will remain all this pizza name only. Then let's bring in our total revenue to column, and total order, so that we can see them one by side by side. So let's sort. Let's sort based on the order. I click on this arrow, top arrow here. So we have here we
But can
have
challenge is standing based on the revenue thing. Why do you want us to change go based on the other?
no, we are not. I sort it. I sort based on the order. There's no challenge with it. You can
Oh,
sort
okay.
based on revenue. You can sort based on any other one. But what
Okay.
I've done is I sort based on the order to see which order give where we have the largest sales. Now, for example, if you look at these sales now, this classic deluxe pizza has most order, 2,400 orders, but barbecue chicken pizza has more sales, even though it's second on the list, but it has more sales, perhaps based on the price or whatsoever. You can see now. So that means when you analyze, you can analyze based on, that's what I said, I asked earlier, when you are saying which one is selling more. So the question will be, is it in terms of order or in terms of revenue? Please let me shut down my gen. 2 minutes, please. Comment le quota?
Okay, no wala.
2 minutes.
Yeah, no wala.
So that means that when you're analyzing, those are the things one should put into consideration. That is, sometimes the sales may be more, but the revenue may not be much. Sometimes it can be profit. Some will contribute more profit, while their sales may not be the highest one. So those are the things that we can factor in. But in this case now, we can see that even though we have more revenue from, if you sort by this, if you sort by revenue, we'll see that we have this is it. We have the Thai chicken as the highest for 3,000. Meanwhile, we have the barbecue chicken with the highest order, 2003 whatsoever. So these are the things we can look at. If we look at this one, we have 2,300 orders here. But it's even I think number 10 also. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, sorry. I think that's not arranged alphabetically. Okay, 43, 42, 42. You can see we have this one as 2,000 orders. Even this 1,000 orders, still it's only contributed 30,000 sales, 30,000 sales. So it depends on what are we looking at? Is it order that we are interested in or the total sales? I want to compare the two. So if you want to compare the two, you can just put them on column like what we have here. And this one too, if you want to format this, click on it also, go to your format. You see the options to format. All these are the options format. You can take the preset. This is the design, different design that you can use. Minima. This is the minima. And I think it's fine. You can pick any alternate rows. It will color some and one color and the other ones. You can select another one, flashy rows.
Please, let me get how you. Okay, you are formatting it, right?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm just showing you that these are the things you can do when you click on it. When you click on any visual, just go to format. You see all options there that you can do with it. Just try and explore them. Yeah. So that's what I'm showing. I said under the style preset, all these are the things we can just do here. You can see even before formatting, there are some a kind of default design that already inbuilt into whatever. So you can select any of them, or if you don't like all this, then you can ignore this and you do the formatting yourself. The grid, the value, the column header, the row header, the column subtotal, the total, all those things can be done. So these are the things you can do with your matrix. So let's look at the question. I think the worst pizza, you can also do the same. You do worst pizza, we did this one. Just like we did this, you do the worst pizza, just like this also. You do everything first, then you filter the worst 10. You can filter the worst 10. Here too, if you want to see the worst one, you can just click on this sorting. It will change the sorting from the biggest to the smallest. So the worst selling, we have 480. This one has 480 orders only, and it contributed 11,588. And this is the worst selling. So all these one are the worst pizzas. All this one. So you can just select this bottom 10 instead of top 10 that we selected. You use the bottom 10. The same place where you have the top 10. That's where you just click on the arrow and you see the bottom 10 there. Let me look at one more thing that we can still do. What are our average order value? The average order value, okay? In terms of value now, that is revenue. The average order. Let's calculate that. Measure, all measures. New measure. Average order value. Average order equals to average. No, there's a function average itself. So which column are we talking about? Average revenue. Have you sales? Is it revenue or sales? Okay, revenue. Find the average of this column. It will sum everything and divide by the total itself automatically. So we want to find the average, use the card visual and put the average order value. Pum, 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 pum. What happened? Let's see. Average order revenue. Then what is it? Okay, wait. Let me see something. I think we use sum. It works. So average will work too. Sum. There's something wrong somewhere. If sum should work, I think there's something fundamentally wrong. You can see that even this one is not working too. The sum also is not working when I use sum. So let's look at the column we are talking about. The column, what is the column? Like, okay, there's nothing in revenue column. Can you see? We wanted to create the revenue yesterday, and we discovered that the column is the same thing that as we have here. That's why we didn't create this. When I went to check it, I discovered that the same formula I want to use is already under sales. That's why we have empty under that place. So let's use sales. That means it should be sales instead. It should be sales. And it should be sales. Sorry, we don't need you. Where is our formula? Average order detail sales. Average of this column. So you can find the average. If it's average order, also find average order too. But order we can't. After order will not. I think it won't make any sense. If you count everything and we divide by the number again, unless we use quantity, it will not make any sense. So let me remove this now. So average order. So this is the average order value, 16.82. In terms of value. So you can format it just like we have done earlier. And let me see last one. Seating capacity. We have 15 tables.
So now we use sales, right?
Yes, because it's talking about value. What is our average order value?
Okay.
That is the reason why we use sales. So that is that. I think I can leave you now with this. So go and battle with all this one we have done. And so we will meet inshallah by Monday. Inshallah. So when you click, okay, so the same thing we have done here, we can also do the same thing here, formatting. When you click on any visual here, because it's like we've been formatting only this. We've not formatted any of the charts. When you click on the chart, just go to visualization here. The x-axis, you format it. If you don't need, if you don't want anything there, you off it. If you need, you on it. Any axis that you don't need, you can off or on. the type of the whatever, continuous, categorical, the font, you can change the font, you can change the size, you can change the color. You get it now? Of the
Yeah.
x-axis, both x and y-axis. So when you are done with that, when you are done with the visual side, then you go to general formatting. Under the same visual, under general formatting, you can still do more. From sizes, you can determine the size. If you have a size you want, you can determine, okay, I want this one to be 300 by 400. You can 300 by 400. You can determine the size so that other ones will follow the same size if you want the size to be the same. So after the property, after you are done with the property, then you go to title. After you format the title finish, then you move to effect. Under the effect, we have the background. The background itself, we have, after the background, the visual border. That is the border around it. This border, the round border. If you want it, put the border. You want it to have border. And the next thing is, what color should the border have? The rounded corner, what do you want to look like? If you want to have shadow, create the shadow. You can see the shadow immediately now. Looking like 3D image. So you can put shadow, and you can format anything here. These two tips, we will talk about two tips later. So those are the things. When we are done with the visual border, there are still more things under here. Okay, that is two tips and other things. So you can format it just like that too. The same way we formatted here. So that's everything you need to know about the formatting and the visual for now. So till we meet on Monday, inshallah. I think by Monday we should round up with this pizza thing, so that we'll now look at another one later. Thank you.
No.
So with all this now, if you watch any of your old videos, your
My data camp.
data camp or whatever, it will make more, you will understand what they are saying, and you will
It
gain
really
more.
makes more meaning. It really makes a lot of meaning. In
Yeah.
fact, ìgbà tí mo ń ṣe kíní geographical location say spatial something, I don't know.
Okay.
Àti locate àwọn map yẹn very easier for me
Yeah.
to fix the bubbles.
That's a your pasta.
Very make it easier.
Yeah.
As much as
Very.
making to máa san subscription mi every month. Ìyẹn ló lè mú kó mẹ́.
No, if you see if you are getting value from it, there's nothing stopping you from doing that. You can pay and you learn. Okay, but at least
eléyìí tí mo ti sọ fún ọ tẹ́lẹ̀ kan mọ̀ mọ́ mi sí.
hold on. So let me stop this. I think the video is recorded, Abby. I will share.
Please
one
send me
different.
the
I will send the
recordings.
recordings. Yeah, inshallah, I will send it.
So 2 recordings now.
Yeah, yesterday and today.
Yesterday and today.
Okay. Hold on. Assalamu alaikum.